Oh yeah, the whole record is in one specific tuning. I forgot about that. Which definitely gives a cohesiveness to the record because they're all in this tuning. And at the beginning of the first song, I think I strum. The first thing I do is just strum a open chord, and so that kind of introduces all the tones that are going to be on the record in one sound. Um, yeah, so it's a different tuning than standard and slightly lower. Now it's like the fourth string goes down half a step, I think, and then the fifth string is down a full step. And then I don't remember if I dropped the E to a D or not. I probably did the high E. I mean the low E. And maybe even the high E. I don't know because that's how nowadays I almost always play a double drop D. Maybe I did that for the record. I probably did. Yeah, I mean, using an alternate tuning was probably partially inspired by the fact that I was playing this nylon string guitar for the first time, which has the neck is wider, so the strings are farther apart, and I was finger picking. I think I was trying to make it a little easier on myself because, you know, an open tuning can be a lot easier to play in because, like I said, you can just not press any strings down and you've got a chord already. So I think I was just trying to make it a little easier, but also just wanted to go some places I hadn't been to before.
I love my mother. I love my father. I love my sisters too. I bought this guitar to pledge my love, to pledge my love to you.
Rock Bottom Riser, I wanted to write a song that was completely unironic and just completely. I was wondering, can I write a song that is so straightforward, no like fancy footwork, um, that just like says it like it is, and can it still be like compelling or interesting, or will people want to hear it? And I thought if I could boil things down to really simple statements. I love my mother, I love my father, just like these really simple statements. I was sure that it would work, without trying to be fancy or distanced or even nuanced or anything. I just wanted to be like really straightforward.
I am a rock bottom riser. And I owe it all to you. I am a rock bottom riser. And I owe it all to you.
I mean, I think with Rock Bottom Riser, that was one of the ones that, well, I think the title came first. And then the title, yeah. the title told the story to me, and I just had to listen to the title and write it down. But where that phrase came from, I don't know. It just kind of popped into my head. And I think I was also with that song just trying to make sense of the oh fuck moment when I got to Austin. I was like, I don't know anyone here. And I kind of needed to convince myself that I had done the right thing by writing these songs. There's the image of like a gold ring at the bottom of the river, which is obviously not like that's imagery. It's not a literal thing like the rest of the song. Yeah, I just wanted to write it in the plainest words possible and see if it still had any dramatic weight to it.
I saw a gold ring at the bottom of the river, glinting at my foolish heart. Oh, my foolish heart had to go diving, 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 diving into the murk.
Yeah, Joanna was just hanging out in the studio, and she said, I guess it was after I'd done the basic tracking with the band, and then I went in to do overdubs with the various people that were coming in, and hadn't really planned on having Joanna on the record, but she just said she was listening back to everything that as we were doing other overdubs, and she said, if I hear a piano part on one of these songs, do you want me to play it? And I was like, sure. And the only time like she popped up was on Rock Bottom Riser. She's like, I think I hear something for that one. So she went out and tracked the piano, which is it's actually Bobby Nelson's piano. Willie's sister. She keeps it at the studio there.
I left my mother, I left my father, I left my sisters too. I left them standing on the banks, and they pulled me out of this mighty, mighty, mighty river.
I think with this record, I was maybe becoming more forgiving or appreciative of my family and, my parents particularly. When you're in your early 20s, or when I was in my early 20s, and a lot of my friends who were in their 20s, blamed a lot of things on their parents and on their upbringing. Whether it's true or not, I got to a point where I hit this wall where I kind of realized that it doesn't matter. Maybe your parents didn't do the best thing for you. Maybe they did. It doesn't matter. You're a grown-ass person now, and you have the power to shape your life in whatever way you want it to. And it just seems like, in a way, that like bagging on your parents it's a good crutch to get you away from them. Because if you think they're great, perfect, then you don't want to leave. You're like, I'm just going to stay here. My parents are so cool. So like I think it's kind of natural to have like to be critical, and that helps drive you out and gets you to do your forge your own identity and do what you're supposed to do. So in I think it's good to complain about your parents for a while, but then I think you can't make that your MO, you got to leave that crutch behind. Hopefully by the time you hit 30. For me it was around 30. I felt like I became a grown up when I hit 30. Yeah, so I've just been thinking a lot about that stuff, that type of thing. Just it's not a good it's not a good look to spend your entire life criticizing your parents. You got to move on at some point, and I think that's one thing that was happening around the time of the record.